Hello, everybody. We back at it again with a whole new episode of A Weekend to Remember with my boy, the young All-American, Justin Foley.
Young superstar, Brandon Collins.
Yes, sir, my guy. How you doing, bro? What sports are you been peeping, my guys? A lot been going on,
Man,
my boy.
it's a lot been going on. Look, man, we got to start with our hometown, bro. Like Justin Fields, you see with Matt Nagy,
Hmm.
he didn't call the plays today. And Justin Fields threw over 200 yards today.
Yeah, yeah. And he got a dub, them Bears. I'm not even a huge Bears fan, man, but it's great to see them eat, bro. Especially Justin Fields being a black quarterback, you feel me? So it's dope to see him
Yeah.
do his thing.
And and I think he broke the generational curse of Ohio State quarterbacks, to be honest. Because I think he's gonna do it this year. I think he's gonna
Okay.
break the generational curse this year. Uh, just off the fact because you hear like you look at like Dwayne Haskins and other
Mhm.
quarterbacks that came from Ohio State
Yeah.
weren't that successful in
Hmm.
the NFL. So and then you look at Justin Fields, who has the potential and the capabilities
Hmm.
of a similar like Deshaun Watson, the way he was playing in college. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Uh, so he, like I said, the future he looks bright. It's just like I said, it just depends on like the coaching. If you have a good coach, you're going to be real successful.
Okay. Okay, bro. What did you think about the way like the Bears played as a team, bro?
I think they played a lot better. I still think Eddie Jackson has been letting up a lot of deep passes. I feel like he's kind of playing out of his prime. Uh, I really think they need to like move on from like a few players. I feel like they could get some better players. But I think overall it's a way, way, way better week for the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but they just gotta finish. They gotta put a stamp on it. I want to see them put a stamp on games. Like it shouldn't be like close or to the point where
Yeah.
the other team about to score again. Like they need to just solidify the win. You
Boy,
know?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I was watching the Lions. I was watching them play the Lions, bro. I'm thinking, oh snaps, they about to let the Lions make a comeback.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like, and the Lions are not even that bad. They're very competitive this year. Like
Mm-hmm.
they have a tough. They 0-4, but they have one of the toughest schedules in the NFL. Like
Mm-hmm.
they played. You got to think they played the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to them. They played Baltimore. They
Yeah,
played Chicago, and then they played.
Green Bay.
Um, yep, they played Green Bay. They own like those are potentially like playoff teams.
That's true.
So you can't really blame the Lions for being 0-4. Like that's a tough schedule. It's only so much you can do.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I feel like, especially like in the beginning, the Lions made a lot of mistakes that could have been like major, like for them to help them win this game. Like they had, if it wasn't for the mistakes, they had an opportunity to really do something.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And bro, like I forget the receiver name on Detroit, but he is fast, bro. Like
Okay.
they had him on punt return. Number 11. You know
Yeah, I
who I'm
know
talking?
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Dude is explosive, bro. He's probably their best player on that team.
Oh wow. Oh
To
wow.
be honest, like that's like their number one receiver, bro. Like
Mm.
I'm not sure if he's a rookie or not, but all I know is he's fast, bro. And he can
Yeah.
catch.
Because I've noticed they've been using Cephas number 87. Detroit has been using him as like their number one receiver. I think he either went to like Wisconsin or Nebraska.
Yeah, that's really that
Yeah,
receiver.
yeah, yeah, number 87.
Wisconsin. Oh wow.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. How do you feel about Big Ben this season? Like
Okay.
you see the struggles that they have besides from their offensive line. How do you feel about Big Ben this season?
I feel like Big Ben, like you can tell he's aging. Just like
Yeah,
physically,
really
he isn't
bad.
able. Those hits he was taking, like when he was younger, and just taking those hits in the pocket, like now it's starting to add up. It's all a mileage on his body now, taking a toll.
Yeah, and that's why I say like they should have moved on from Big Ben. Like they should have
Mm.
tried to get it. They should have tried to get a quarterback and maybe even Cam Newton, because you look at quarterbacks like Tom Brady's like 40 something years old.
Yeah.
You see how good he looks.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be 38 this year.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like the top like two like oldest like quarterbacks in the league. You see like how good they look and how much their body is in shape and how they can still somewhat throw the ball downfield accurately. And I don't think Big Ben can do that right now, just because, as you said, like he's aging like really bad as a quarterback. And if they don't do something in fast, they're not even going to mess. They're not even going to be a wildcat at this point. I don't think they're going to be a wildcat.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I feel like something that kind of sucks for like the Steelers is like some of the receivers they have. Then also like their play calling doesn't help Big Ben. You know, they won't have a true real running game. You know, Najee Harris, he's all right, but the offensive line isn't like establishing nothing. You know, so they're not getting no push and this and that. And there's like also the receivers having a lot of drops, man. So that's not helping Big Ben. Even like Big Ben puts the ball where the ball's supposed to be, and your receiver still drops the ball. What more can you really do as a quarterback? You know, so I can't be mad at him, because I even seen him do that during the Packers game, bro. Like, he's putting the ball where it's supposed to be, but
that dude can like I don't even know what to say about him. Like he's just he only had one good year, and that's when like Antonio Brown was there. You know, and that's because he wasn't like a number one, and then plus like Chase Claypool is. I feel like
he's like their number one now.
Yeah, and it's not bad. I just feel like he's supposed to be better than what he is. You know, he's like he has the height almost. He's really tall. He's fast. Has big hands. Like I feel like they should be utilizing him. And like you said, the play calling hasn't been the greatest for Big Ben either. So it's just it's just a lot of problems that's going on. And in Pittsburgh, I think even Stephen A. Smith was saying like it's like four players with the same injury, like growing injuries. Like, come on, bro. Like that's wild.
But, and it's like you can't predict things like that, like injuries and stuff. But it's tough, man. And it's like with the Steelers, really like Juju in particular. Juju, he's really a solid number 2. But it's like all his shine and stuff that he gets, like the promo, like his brand of him being an entertainer is bigger than him being a performer on the football field. You know?
Ooh, that's so true, bro. Because it's like now people are looking. When you think of Juju, you think of TikTok first. You don't even think of football now, because he's not making an impact on the football field as he is with TikTok. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like he's a number 2 receiver at best. You know,
at best,
he's not a true number 1 like AB or like D Hop. You know, like other receivers like those.
No,
you know, not even like Keenan Allen or Devontae Adams. You know.
No, and I think it's just part. You know what the weird thing is? I'm starting to think now, like he's very young player. Like he's like 23, 24 in the NFL.
Like 25 now.
Yeah, 20. He's like 25, which is like still young, but like I feel like he still has a lot of growing to do. Like Ezekiel Elliott, you see all the scandals and stuff that he went through as a young player with Dallas, but you see like he got his weight together and he looks more focused. He looks more explosive this season. Like he's having a good year. And I just think it was just a phase that he had to grow out of. So until Juju grows out of that phase, I don't think he's going to be the player that they need him to be, even as a number 2 receiver.
Yeah, and it says something like, to add on to that, it's like it's kind of like the expectations that's put upon him are like expectations he can't reach because he's just not that. You know, and they say, like I've heard different like NFL athletes, they say by year 3, 4, 5, you are what you are in the league. And, you know, and it's like at that point, like you're not gonna get too much better than what you're doing, you know. So at best he's just gonna maintain 800 yards receiving, something like that a year. So That just is who he is, and it's okay. You just had to have the proper expectations for him, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And he has to like if he like you said, it's okay. But if he settled with how he is, then he's not gonna reach the peak that he can get to because
Yeah.
it's players that had down season. And then the next season, they're like, man, this dude is
Mhm.
running for like, I'm not saying he has to run for like MVP, but like
Mhm.
each
He
year we should
he should
see
be
some
getting
type
better.
of growth.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a player like Lamar. I was just watching some highlights of him. Like
Hmm.
he's throwing the ball more. And he threw the ball more against the. I think they're playing. I think they're actually still playing right now.
Yeah,
They're
against
playing
Denver.
Denver.
Hmm.
Yeah, and they have a really good defense. And he threw a bomb, like a deep ball to
Yeah, to
Hollywood
Marquise.
Brown.
He caught that boy. Caught it.
Bro,
Shout
all
out to
this,
my
yeah.
fantasy squad. Hey, hey, hey.
No, but it's just you see, and Lamar kind of shut me up because like all I wanted to see him do more was just throw the ball
Hmm.
more effectively, the deep
Okay.
ball,
Okay. Okay.
and I'm seeing growth. I don't want to get too excited. I'm just saying I'm
I
seeing
feel it.
growth in
Like
his
you see the
game.
progress he's making. You know,
Yeah,
and like
and
what
the
do I say?
no, I'm just saying the Ravens as a whole they look tough this year, man.
Yeah, and it's like the offense that they're calling now. They're getting more involved in the passing, and they're not overdoing it, but they're like having better schemes and stuff. And it's like, bro, like I've seen Marquise like Hollywood, like he's been open a few times on some deep passes, like against Detroit, but he dropped them joints. But
Yeah,
Lamar is putting the ball where the ball's supposed to be, you know.
yeah, and they need to give. They still don't have enough receivers. Like they need some solid receivers over Baltimore. But like what they're doing this year is that they're getting their receivers more involved, not just
Yeah.
Mark Andrews. Remember
Mhm.
last year
Mark Andrews
that
always been Lamar's number one receiver.
yeah, and which is bad only because like your tight end shouldn't be your number one option.
Yeah.
It's just that's just a no, I don't care who you are. Your tight end shouldn't be a number one option. Like I feel like your receiver has to be like your like the schemes of the receivers are like just
Mhm.
they're faster, they're skinnier, so they move quicker. They're going to gain more
Yeah.
yards potentially. You
Mhm.
know.
It all depends on like what type of offense a coordinator is running too. And it's like also like with that offense, bro, like I like how they actually have Sammy Watkins. Like Sammy Watkins is an example of somebody who's a true as a number one wide receiver, you know? So
Yeah,
now he
that's
has
true.
a true number one there that can really do his thing and show out, you know. And then it's better if like Marquise to be Sammy's number two. You know, he's really but he'd really be like the number three in the offense. But that's even better for them, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Like I said, I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do this year. Um, uh, I believe Lamar is going to play better in the playoffs this year because, like I said, I've seen growth in his game early. But who else played today? Trying
But
to
hold on,
think,
but
Kansas.
before we go further with that, I want to see his supporting cast play better in the playoffs too. Because you remember like when they the first time they played Tennessee and all his receivers had all them drops, bro.
Yeah, that's terrible. I would have honestly, bro. Like, if I was the GM, I would have cut those players after that, just off the fact because it's like you're making Lamar look bad. He's putting the ball where it's supposed to be at. Like
Mm-hmm.
you said, like you're supporting cast. Like your job
Yeah.
is to catch the ball
Mm-hmm.
and run routes. Like that's what you're in the National Football League. You're one of the top receivers in the world,
Yeah.
and you're dropping passes.
Yeah.
Like
They pay you to catch the hard ones, you know.
they right, exactly, bro. Like when you put it in perspective like that, I'm like, oh, my job is not hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially if my quarterback is putting them where they needs to be,
Mm-hmm.
and then you still drop it. Like, no, you. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
well, you know how frustrating it is because you're a receiver, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it cringes me, bro. Like when the receive like when a quarterback really puts it on the money,
Yeah,
and you drop the ball like that.
mhm.
That cringes me so much, bro.
It's tough. It's tough. It's just like a lot of drops. Really though, is really about the lack of focus and concentration. That's what it really is most of the time. Just a lack of focus and
Mm,
concentration. And it's not necessarily that that person can't catch the football, isn't capable of doing that. It just affect their focus was somewhere else for that split second. And that split second, you know, is very important, especially when it comes
that
to catching a football.
that's deep. I think even with like hand fighting, because if the corner is right on your tail, like I
Yeah.
was taught to like if a receiver's doing for example a fly route, I
Mhm.
was taught to like if I'm running with them, beat their arm down
Yeah,
as
make
I'm
it hard
running
for
with
them to
them.
run.
Yeah, it's kind of like a distraction, though. Like you said, that
Yeah.
split second from when the ball comes down,
Hmm.
like their focus is not like
On
they're
the ball,
more
they're
worried
not
about.
tracking the ball.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So that's a very good point, man. Because you have to be very very focused on like catching the ball. That's why I think D Hop is like has the best hands.
Man, he
I
like that.
think.
He like that.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Don't be mad at me, bro. But
Let me hear it. Let me hear
I
it.
think he might. Do you think he? I think he might have better hands than Chris Carter, bro.
Oh, that's
Yeah, bro.
that's
It's a
tough, bro. I
hot
didn't see
debate, bro.
Chris Carter. He one hand snags on it did off the jug
Yeah,
machine, no gloves. You feel me?
yeah,
He's
and
he's the first person I've seen just take a picture with it. You feel me?
yeah. It's just when I think about D Hop, man, and
D
like
Hop
Chris
is nice though.
Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's better than it. It's just
Mhm.
like D Hop's route running and his acrobatic catches is
Mhm.
just like so unreal. And
Mhm.
we haven't, to me, I haven't seen anybody that can catch the ball like that. I mean, other than Chris Carter
Mhm.
at at that high rate, man, it's crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you D Hop's what he specializes at. He's physical. You're not going to out physical him.
Yeah,
You're not about to push him around. He's physical and he has great hands. And, you know,
yeah,
that's the two things that make him special. Now, Chris Carter, things that made him special was his ability to run routes and catch them hands, them
yeah,
skills. Them hands are something nasty. Yeah. And that
yeah,
was like before gloves really became cool to wear and this and that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's a tough debate though, bro, because they're
Yeah,
so great.
it's a good one though. It's a good one though.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I mean, you could go back and forth with it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, and it's like, I'm just happy that D Hop is finally getting quarterbacks. You know, he had Deshaun Watson for a
Mm-hmm.
few years, and now he
You saw what he
has,
did with Deshaun too.
yeah, now he got Colin Murray.
Let's go. Let's
Colin
go.
Murray, yeah, I
Let's
gotta
go,
pick him up next.
Kyler. Yeah.
Hey, who do I got on my fantasy, bro? I got Russell. I got
Okay.
Russell Wilson on my team. I got honestly, bro, I picked up somebody that was overlooked, which is Marvin Jones.
Marvin
Like,
Jones. That's the receiver from the Jags. Okay. Okay.
yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
plays like I think that's their number.
He's
To
a
me,
good receiver.
yeah, he's a good receiver. He gives me sometimes like
Mm-hmm.
I think he scored me like 17 points. Like he's a
Okay.
good like solid flex player.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, nobody picked him up, man. Like
Bro,
he's a good player, bro.
let me tell you somebody I picked up too. I got Corey Davis on my team. Let me tell you why. Because
Cool.
Corey Davis. He's playing for the Titans. I mean, for the Titans. Now he plays for the Jets. The reason why I picked him up is because he's what's his name? Zach Wilson' favorite target to go to. So I know he was gonna.
Ooh.
I know he's gonna get targets. You know,
Oh wow.
that's the
Yeah.
most important
Man,
thing.
that's what I'm learning about fantasy, bro. That's a really good
Mhm.
point.
Don't
For
just go
anyone
for
that
the big
does
name. You gotta go for who's gonna get the most
targets.
targets, who they run the offense through, this and that. You know. And then I guess who I got on the bench for when they come back. Just guess.
Wait for D Hop.
I got that boy Michael Thomas on the bench sitting,
Ooh.
just waiting. Because when he come back, he's gonna be the number one receiver. They gonna run the
Yep.
offense through AK and Michael Thomas. And I already got
Yep.
AK. That's not starting
And I
running back.
think and Jameis Winston is playing better. I think
Yeah.
this is the best football that he's. Even though they lost that, this is like the best football that I've seen him play since he's been in the league.
This is like the
And
most efficient he's been.
yeah, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Like he really sat down and
Mhm.
learned from Drew Brees and the Saints. Like I said, a healthy Saints team,
Mhm.
offense and defense. That's a tough team to beat now.
That's facts.
Like
That's
they
facts.
beat. You see what they did to Green Bay?
Hmm. I remember. I remember.
Oh man! And then like if Jameis playing the way he has been, man, like
Mhm.
that's a sleeper team, man. I know we're not talking about the Saints because
Yeah.
people think they don't believe in a Jameis Winston type, but like
Hmm.
when you sit behind a legendary quarterback like Drew
Yeah.
Brees,
You're gonna pick
you
up
get
some things.
yeah, exactly. So
And he already was talented too. Like he has great arm strength and this and that, you know?
yeah, oh yeah, for sure. So what is it? So the Bears 2-2. So this is week 4. So throughout week 4, I've really been noticing that one, I want to start off with the obvious that Matt Nagy should not be calling the Bears offensive
Offense.
plays.
Okay, okay.
Two, that Dallas
Hmm.
is is really going to be good this year, and
They
they're
solid. They
not.
solid.
They're solid. They solid this year. I know
Mhm.
they said the years before, but I think this
We're gonna
year
go
they
to the
are
Super
for real.
Bowl.
I don't think they like. I think they're gonna make it. If they keep playing the way they are, they might go to the Super Bowl. Like
Mhm.
they're good this year because they finally have a solid defense.
Yeah, 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 that's
They
true.
have a
And
really
their
good
defense is
defense this year.
decent, you know? And
Did you?
it's the fact that they're so that defense, like the defensive coordinator, he calls a very multiple defense. He switches it up a lot. So that's great for them.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think that organization is changing. And do you know that the Dallas defense leads the NFL in takeaways?
I'm not too surprised because who they play, like the Eagles and like who else? Eagles. Let me see.
And then the Panthers, the Panthers are a good team this year. They just
Yeah, Panthers pretty solid. I'm not surprised by that. I had a feeling that Sam Darnold was going to like bounce back just off the fact he's out of the Jets organization. Because that organization is very sloppy and messy. And then also he's
yeah,
leaving with Joe Brady, and Joe Brady was the offensive coordinator with Sean Payton at the Saints. So and then I saw what he
yeah,
did with Joe Burrow at LSU. So I was like, okay, he's gonna have Sam Darnold playing a little bit better.
yeah. And hopefully Zach Wilson gets out of there down the line because that's just not a good organization to be in. Like I mean, the Browns finally got their stuff turned around, and I mean, they went 0-16 for so many years and
Yeah.
winning 1 or 2 games a year. Now they're
Hmm.
a playoff contender team. So
Yeah.
uh, I don't know if like it's just all in a matter of finding the right people for the organization. It's not even the players;
Hmm.
it's just about like the right coach
Yeah.
and who could turn the program around. You
Yeah.
know, it's just finding that right guy. You know,
Yeah. It is
but
like
those.
what do I say?
No, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say like with Dallas, bro. Like I'm interested to see what they was gonna do. And like the Panthers, bro, they've been doing this thing. They was undefeated until like this loss, but they played like really crazy. I ain't gonna say
They
really crazy.
did.
They played pretty good. I didn't watch the whole game, but I saw like highlights and stuff. But they look pretty
Yeah,
decent.
yeah. And I'm really happy. Like the Panthers, like I'm really happy for Sam Darnold. Like it just shows like that he's in a better organization. You
Oh yeah.
know, and you know, I like the new coach. I think
Matt
it's
Rule.
Matt Rule. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's doing great things over there. Um, but they, you know, Dallas hasn't had an easy schedule. They played Temp. They should have beat Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
The Eagles can play competitive, and then the Panthers, their defense is number. I think their defense is the number one in the NFL.
So, bro, like, man, what's some more thoughts you have on like the progress the Panthers are making, man?
I think they're going to be. I don't think they're the 2015 Panthers, but I think they're getting back to that. Like I know J.C. Horn, who was a beast in college. their starting cornerback just got injured, and I'm not sure how long he's out for.
Okay.
But I feel like once they get him back, they're going to be more dangerous than they are. But like I said, I don't think I think they're going to be either a wildcat or a playoff team. I think they just got a good team overall.
Yeah, okay, bro. And bro, what do you think about like the Bengals, bro? They won. They're 3-1 right now.
I think I think they're falling in the. I think they fall in the category of Detroit. Like they're a good competitive team. Like I think their secondary is not that good, but I think their defensive line is like really good. I think their offense is better than it was last year. And then obviously, you got to state the obvious that Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, former teammates in college, so that chemistry is already there. But overall, how I feel about them, I think they're just going to be competitive. Like I just think, like if you have like a 2 touchdown lead, I feel like you got to really put a stamp on it because like Joe Burrow is still Joe Burrow. You know what I mean?
Bro, he's so calm, bro, and he's never overwhelmed by any situation.
No, and he's like, I would still call this his rookie year just off the fact because he didn't really get to play because he was so injured. Injured last year, but like you can tell, like he's still the same, quarterback.
He's still like that. He's still like that.
Like, and he's gonna grow too. So hopefully they get some better coaches around him. They get some better players around him down the line.
Yeah.
But I don't think the offense is their problem. I just think it's their defense is not their defensive line is great. No.
Okay. Bro, they're number one in their division right now, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. Who's all in their division?
It's them, the Steelers, the Browns, and the Ravens.
Oh wow, that's a competitive division. Yeah. I wouldn't say that. Like, dang,
I think that's the best division in AFC.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
The Browns are 3-1, and the Ravens are about to be 3-1 too. If they finish off this game.
Who else is in there? You said the Browns, Ravens,
Steelers.
Dang. That's it. Browns, Ravens, and Steelers.
And the Bengals.
Dang.
Tough. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough division, bro. Do you think the Browns are as serious as some people think they are?
Yeah. Okay. I think they're deep. Like, what was scored? Did they win today?
Yeah, they won. It was 14-7.
Yeah, I mean,
the Vikings.
You got to look at their defense. Only let up 7 points against that.
Yeah.
Against that Minnesota offense, and
and Dalvin Cook was playing too, so that means something.
And Justin Jefferson.
So that means something now.
Yeah, and what they did to the Bears too is just woof. Their defensive line, their linebackers.
They got a young secondary, but that defensive line, like that front seven, something, especially like really that front four. That front four is like I think damn near like one of the best in the league right now.
Yeah, and their linebackers. They got some.
I feel like for the Browns to be like serious, not just playoff contenders, but they're gonna be Super Bowl contenders. Baker Mayfield's gonna have to get some chemistry with Odell, bro.
Yeah, he don't have the chemistry is not there.
Bro, watching the game, like even like watching the game like on Twitter and stuff, bro, he missed Odell so many times when Odell could have had 3 touchdowns if he would have connected with Odell.
I honestly think Odell is not a good fit there. Just because like he doesn't have the right quarterback for like he doesn't have chemistry with Baker Mayfield. He just doesn't have good chemistry with him, which is fine, but he was better off with the Giants, to be honest, because like they just had that regular chemistry going that they had with Odell. Like they knew what type of routes that he likes to run, and they just, you know what I mean? Like he's been with the organization so long that like that chemistry is there, but like I just don't think with the Browns he has that chemistry.
I feel like for the Browns to be serious, to be legit, they need Odell because like they don't have no really explosive receivers that can like make plays on a slant, take it to the house, go deep, throw it deep up to him and score. They don't have no other receiver that can really do that. Like Jarvis, he's a possession receiver. Like you could get him on in breaking routes and like get him like running like outs and stuff like slants and stuff like that over the middle type, or even like giving him the ball like with screens, but he's not gonna break nothing off like 50, 60, 80 yards, done explosive, And he's like
No.
the only explosive receiver that they truly have.
Yeah. And then you got Nick Chubb, who's
Oh, he's a beast.
bro, he's a beast. He's like the top running back in the league. Top 3, top 5, bro, in the league. Like that
And they
dude
got Kareem Hunt too, bro.
yeah. So they gotta
Kareem
do
Hunt
some
could start anywhere else, bro.
yeah. That's a crazy 2-punch combo.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb on the same team.
Mm-hmm.
And their offensive line is not really bad either.
Their offensive line is pretty good. They're pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest. So but like those are like the main takeaways that I got from like week 4. Like, 17 games this year, still a lot of games to be played, but like I see a lot of improvement from a lot of different teams with like some of the young players, better play calling, and yeah, those are like the top like you see some teams obviously have like tougher schedules this year. Like I think Detroit is probably like the best 0-4 team right now, in my opinion.
I didn't think they're the only. No, because the Jets they won a day.
Yeah, it's another team that's 0-4.
Okay. Then, bro, what do you think about the Chiefs, bro? You think they're gonna bounce back from like starting off like the way they started the season? Or do you think that they're done for?
Nah, I think they done. Their defense is not that good. They almost lost to the Eagles today.
Yeah, I think that final score was like 40-something to like 20.
Yeah. No, Eagles scored like 30.
So I was watching that game earlier. I'm like, damn, okay. I said this is what they were supposed to do. Then, bro, Patrick Mahomes, he threw for 5 touchdowns and only had 6 incompletions.
Dang.
Yeah. It was something nasty, bro. It was something crazy, bro.
Dang, bro. That dude is crazy good. Their defense is trash, though. Their defense is like the only good defensive player they have on there is Tyrann Mathieu, Honey Badger, but he a dog. But like they need to put some better secondaries around him. But I think their defense is bad because they're paying so much for their offensive players. Like you got Tyreek Hill, you got what's the tight end name?
Is Tyreek Hill really getting paid though? Like they gave him a big contract? I know they gave Kelsey one. I know they restructured Pats, but I don't know about Tyreek.
I think they did. I mean, he's their number 1 receiver on the team, so I would think so. Hands are better, so are getting better too. So
he's developed more as a receiver, like as a true receiver. Yes, sir.
But so it's a big game coming on next Saturday.
Wait, hold on. I got one more NFL question before we get to college, bro.
Okay.
I know we only 4 weeks in, bro. But who would be your NFL MVP? Who do you think is the front runner right now?
Ooh. I'll say you gotta throw Derek Carr in there.
Okay.
I think he's been playing out of his mind. It's crazy because he goes to my church and I met him and everything. So it's kind of like, but you gotta respect what he's been doing for the Raiders, man. He's been playing out of his mind. So I think he's like the top front runner. You got to look at, obviously Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
I'm gonna just probably name all quarterbacks because MVP is I don't care what anybody say. MVP is a quarterback award.
Yeah,
it just is. Like the last time someone that won an MVP that wasn't a quarterback was like 10. I think it was like 10, 15 years ago. I
Sheesh.
looked up. It's crazy.
I think the last one was like Adrian Peterson.
Yeah. You're right. Yep, Adrian Peterson, AP. That's crazy.
So you said
So,
Pat, you said Derek. Who else?
so Derek Carr. Honestly, bro,
Is it just them
I'm trying
two?
to think. Yeah, that I can think of right now. That's been consistent and that's
Mm-hmm.
been playing like crazy. Uh, if they continue it, I think it's going to be either of those two quarterbacks because people
Mm-hmm.
forget Derek Carr was running. He was running for MVP before he even got injured. Before he had that back injury
Oh wow.
a while
Oh,
back.
oh
Yeah,
wow.
and this is
I'm just
when it was with the Oakland Raiders though, not the Las
Vegas.
Vegas Raiders. Yeah.
I got like I tell you my top three then like honorable mention type you do. The top three, obviously Pat Mahomes. He's always gonna be in the running of it. Pat Mahomes, Derek Carr's
Yeah.
playing great, Kyler Murray, and
Oh, I forgot about him. That's my third. Yeah,
yeah.
bro, I don't know how I looked over, but
Mhm. And before this game that they played earlier, I would have had Matthew Stafford in it
mm,
because
yeah,
he saw what he did against the Bucks. So like,
yeah,
come on now.
yeah. That's true. That I'll put him in honorable mention. But yeah, I don't got no disagreement there, bro. Like, bro, we basically got the same top three.
Yeah, just about, bro. Cause like, yeah, bro. Bro, did you peep any college football games yesterday, man?
Man, I was at work, but I know that Alabama blew out. Alabama won. Notre Dame lost. I was kind of surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, who else? I'm trying to think of any. Was there any upsets yesterday?
Bro, at first, like, we're gonna break down the games, but first, I want to talk about that Alabama game, bro. And the part I want to talk about is the beginning before the game even started. The Lane Kiffin interview, bro. He started off the joint. They do a little pregame interviews and this and that, and then like the report, like, okay, like how you think the game's gonna go and this and that. Like, you guys ready? And dude was like, he said, get your popcorn ready. And he threw like the mic off and walked off. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's about to be one of them games. Okay, this about to be a real close shootout or whatever. I'm like, ain't nobody about to stop Alabama.
Nah,
Bruh,
they
bruh,
got blew out.
bruh, bruh. How, Sway? How? How you gonna try to puff out your chest, you feel me? You talking like you one of the big boys. You talking like you really like that. You
Yeah,
it didn't get blown out? Like, come on now. Like, Alabama did them so dirty, bro. I felt so disrespectful for even thinking that Ole Miss can like keep that game competitive.
nah. No, the only team, like I said, the only team, like I think he was just probably feeling the hype of it. Oh, it's Alabama, so like I feel like I'm big because I get it. I don't know. I just think he was
Then he
just
got caught up
over.
in the hype.
Yeah, and he was overconfident. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
Alabama. Come on now, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's real, man. That's real, man. Then let's talk about Cincinnati, bro. They got a nice squad, bro, and
Bro,
they're undefeated. And it was nice last year too. I
they
think they were
quarterback
undefeated
is
last year
cold.
too. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, he's cold, bro. And their number one receiver, bro, he averaged 155 yards the game before, and then
Mm-hmm.
he had over 144 yards this game against Notre Dame. They
Bro.
got a
And we
lot of
got
weapons, bro.
Bro, that Cincinnati defense legit too. They legit
Oh
have
yeah,
the second best corner in college football right now. He's projected to be like the number two corner behind Stingley, bro.
dang.
Mm-hmm. So they got their defense nice, bro.
That's gonna be, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I was watching, I was like, "Dang, Notre Dame losing like 17-0, and
Mm-hmm.
then like Cincinnati, they decent. Dang,
Cincinnati, they legit a top 10 country, bro. I mean a top 10 team. Maybe not. They mess around be a top 5 team too, off the fact that Ohio State isn't looking like Ohio State of usual. Oregon lost to Stanford, and Oregon wasn't looking like special. You know.
and they beat a ranked team, Notre Dame.
Yeah. And Clemson isn't looking good either.
Yeah,
So
Clemson either.
Cincinnati might just be a top 5 team in the country this year, bro.
Oh yeah, it's safe to say that. And man, the Bengals are 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati, the college football team there is undefeated. Man, it's a good time to be in Cincinnati, Ohio, right now, man.
Or just to be, you feel
Yeah,
me? You got you got the Bengals, you got
yeah.
Cincinnati, you got the Browns in Cleveland. Like those teams are looking nice, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Man, let's talk about this big game that's Saturday, though, bro. Next Saturday for this big game that my
Yeah.
boy said this team is gonna win the Big Ten this year.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you have, Iowa or Penn State this next Saturday?
I'm taking Hawkeyes.
So, ooh, okay,
I'm taking Hawkeyes off the fact the way like number 15 a running back, right? The way they get him the ball, like their best player on offense, they get him the ball in different ways, and like they use him and they put him at slot, they put him at running back, they use him differently, but it isn't like just the standard. You line up in the backfield. They put him everywhere on the field on the offensive side. So I feel like their creativity. Then also, whatever boy Charlie Jones, boy, he got some juice to him, bro. He's something nice. So I'm looking forward to them winning that game. I'm feeling bold. Bro. I'm gonna say it with my chest. You did. You feel me? Iowa gonna win that game.
Ooh, okay. I think it's gonna be a close game, bro. I don't
Oh yeah.
like. I honestly don't know who's gonna win this game because both teams has looked good. So if I would beat them, man, like I think your prediction might be like getting closer to being true.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. And it's like, bro, on top of that, bro, since we talking about the Big Ten, bro, we gotta talk about Michigan being undefeated, bro. We gotta talk about that.
I didn't even know they were undefeated, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, and they just beat Wisconsin. They did Wisconsin kind of nasty. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Oh yeah.
So it's
they
gonna be
just played
interesting.
Wisconsin. I forgot about that.
So it's gonna be interesting to see like if they can stay undefeated throughout the year and see what they do if they play against Iowa or Penn State, you know.
That's gonna be wild, bro.
And this could mess around like the way Ohio State defense has been playing. This could potentially. I ain't gonna jump off the ledge and say this is the year, but this could be the year that Michigan beat Ohio State.
Ooh, yeah. I would say it's nothing wrong with Ohio State. That is not the same team. Ohio State is not the same. Clemson's not even the same team.
Yeah, that's facts. That's very facts. That's facts, man. Bro, man.
So,
But dog, we gotta give a special shout out, man, to the UIU soccer team, bro.
Oh yeah, they balling, bro.
They looking pretty nice, man. Like they're really doing their thing, man. So I'm looking forward to see how far they can take this thing, man.
Yeah, I'm so mad that we're not there to like. It seemed like ever since we left, like they turned their like whole like the UIU women's soccer like just turned their program like around, bro. Like that's so dope.
Bro, they really doing their thing. They're balling, man. So I got nothing but respect for them. Like, I want to continue to see them ball, bro. I want to see them keep on getting the dubs. You feel me?
Oh yeah, for sure. Hopefully mess around and do some like make it to the playoffs, and then if they make it to the championship, bro, I gotta try to make that, bro.
Mess around, yeah. That mess around be a real move, like for real, for real. And then also, man, you know the volleyball team, they're doing their thing, you know, like that goes like
I want to see my wrestling team. I want to see them win the national tournament, bro.
Okay.
Like they usually go down to Kentucky every year, and they go against like basically it's called national duels. So like if you win the whole thing, like your team is probably gonna be ranked number 1 in the nation, bro. And like you'll be a national champ, like as a team. So like you said, volleyball has always been good. Bro, our last year they should have won the championship, bro.
That would have been dope. That would have been dope, bro.
Bro, that team was stacked, dude. Oh my gosh. On the volleyball team.
Oh, no. Let's keep on talking about the rest of the squad first, bro.
Okay,
You
my
think they have like the
bad.
wrestlers on campus? Like you seen like the wrestlers they brought in? Like they like legit? They nice?
It's a few people that's like freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
I know when I talked to Myron, I just talked to Myron a few days ago.
Okay.
Uh, like they just got this new coach from Grandview a year ago, and he's been making a change there.
Oh, that's
He was a
cool.
successful wrestler. Yeah, so like the recruiting has been a lot better than it has before.
Oh wow.
Um, but I still say the best team that UAU had as
Mm-hmm.
a wrestling team, from what I've saw the last 2 years that I was there, is my first year that I came in.
Okay.
That was the best. Like that team should have we the first like 8 out of the 10 people in our lineup could have been like all Americans, bro.
Wow. Wow. That's saying something. That's saying
Yeah,
something. Not a lot of schools are able to do that.
it's crazy, bro. Like that team was just solid all around. And then I would say the second best was obviously my senior year.
Mm-hmm.
Like that team was tough too.
Mm-hmm.
We had we had Chase in the lineup. We
But
had
I
me.
want to see that boy Chase do his thing, man.
Yeah, bro, that dude is a tank, man. That dude, like
He's a real leader too,
him and Myron are like the two hardest workers on the team.
bro. Myron,
Yeah,
like,
they work hard. Like when I
yeah.
say hard, bro,
Mm-hmm.
like they some dogs, bro, for real, for real. So
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see what they do like throughout the season once the season begins and stuff.
yeah, I hope, bro. I really hope down the line, all jokes aside, for like the UIU football team, bro. I really hope.
Say what you gonna say, bro. Say what you gonna say. Say what you gonna say, bro.
Hey, bro, I just want them to have. I just want them to have like a winning season, just 1 year, bro. That's all I.
Uh,
That's all I ask for, bro.
we had a winning season my sophomore year, bro.
Man, I wasn't even there to enjoy it, bro. I wasn't even there at that. I'm talking about where I'm there with you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It was tough. It was tough, bro. It was tough. They played a hard fought game Saturday. Uh, and didn't fell kind of short. But it happens sometimes in life. It's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up.
yeah, that's the right attitude.
But I ain't gonna lie, that boy DJ, he got him a tug. He got him a tug. He did his thing.
Oh yeah,
He got a tug.
that's
I actually watched that game, bro. He got a tug. Stevens, like he gonna get his catches and receptions. That's like nothing new. But like DJ was, yeah, they was doing their thing. But man, that defense on line, I'm not gonna lie to you, but that defense on that front line, that front four, bro,
mm,
they some yeah, they some yeah.
that's
They
a
like
fun
that.
position to play too, bro.
And well, it's fun if you got size for it.
Yeah.
Shit, it wouldn't be fun for me, boy. I'll be getting thrown around, boy. I'm not about to get manhandled. I don't. That defensive line is something. That boy Lath, he like that. Cal Doman, he doing his thing. Who else? Eric Hansen, of course. Like, come on, like that's
Yeah.
that boy. He's an NFL draft prospect, preseason All American type. So yeah, that
But
D line.
but overall, UIU sports, they're pretty decent. They're pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
And like the men's basketball team, like they get I feel like they get better each year.
Yeah,
Um Volleyballs, they always, they're
bro. I
good.
still remember when me and my boy Ryan, we played like 2-2 against. We played Max and like somebody else. I forgot who the other dude was, but we played a couple of them players. You almost got the dub too. I'm gonna say that. But your boy had on jeans, you feel me? And I had me some boots, so I really wasn't able to really, you feel me? I wasn't able to, rise up. You feel me? But it was cool though. It was fun. It was fun.
That's funny, bro. But I forgot to talk, bro. It was some UFC fights the other night.
Oh, for real? Who fought?
It was this dude named. I'm just telling you like the main two.
Okay.
This dude named Kevin Holland. They call him. His nickname is the Trailblazer.
Okay.
Um, he's the one that talks. He talks a lot. Like he
Yeah.
talks like trash a lot. But that's just like his
Oh, I know
personality.
exactly what you're talking about, bro. He be talking like why he be fighting and stuff. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he be talking during the fight.
yeah.
He was
Bro,
talking to Khabib his
bro,
last fight.
I actually have a question about something that he said in a press conference, bro.
Go ahead, Jackson.
Bro, like, what do you think about the stuff he was saying about UFC fighters getting paid and like that type of stuff, man? Like, he was talking about how UFC fighters should complain and stuff like that.
You said how they don't get paid enough.
He was more on the side of like a Dana White saying like they should just fight more often. Like, and he's just kind of saying like it doesn't matter how much these fighters get paid and stuff like that.
I just think with your fan base, because some fighters wait so long to prepare for a fight, and sometimes it's over in like 30 seconds. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it can be over in like a minute or something
Mm-hmm.
or so. So it depends how much body damage you took. I feel like if you don't take a lot of damage within the fight, if you knock somebody out in the first round
Mm-hmm.
and like you're good and everything, I feel like you should schedule another fight sooner or later. But I feel like you should have at least a week or two to enjoy, get paid, kind of just what's the word for it?
Rejuvenate.
Rejuvenate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And just like relax your mind because I know you got to go in there with a different mentality because it's a fight.
That's facts.
So it's like you got to really make sure that you're ready to go in there. But for like the money wise, I feel like if you're entertaining, you should get paid the money that you should be getting paid. Like Trailblazer, he should be getting paid because he talks a lot.
Yeah.
So
He
people,
really
he
puts on
draws
the
a lot
show.
of attention to himself. So
Mm-hmm.
he should be getting paid. Israel Adesanya,
Mm-hmm.
the dude that loves like anime, that be doing like
Yeah.
anime stuff, dancing, like
Mm-hmm.
he should be getting like if you've seen the car that he drives,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
bro, the car that he drives is so crazy. Like,
Okay.
man. But just getting back on subject, but I think it's just all in a matter of like your fan base, uh, what type of fighter you are. Like, are you bringing in like, are you helping the company get more views
Okay. Are you like
on the
really entertaining?
UFC? Like, you have to just have like this outgoing. You just got to be you. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, and the money will come.
Okay. I got you. But what's some like the other fights though? Like you were saying, you said Kevin. Like who else is fighting?
This one girl that fights at the gym that I usually train
Okay.
that trains here. I forget her name. She fine, by the way.
Let me find
Nah,
my boy. Been waiting to shoot his shot. He been lurking.
no, but she's on like a 2-fight winning streak. She was
Okay.
on like the earlier fights. Um, this dude named Tiago Santos. I don't know if you've seen him. He has a tattoo of like you ever seen what's the dude? What's the superhero with that big hammer? I can't even think of his
Thor?
name. Thor, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He has like a Thor hammer tattooed on like his front body, bro. He looks really intimidating, but like
Oh wow.
he almost beat John Jones.
Oh wow. That's interesting.
It was like a few years back. He almost beat John Jones beat him by a split decision, and he had a bad injury. Um, he like tore like his something in his leg during the fight, and so he couldn't do what he wanted. But like he came, this was like his first, it's like second fight back since that happened, and like he looked okay. He's just not the same fighter, but like those are like the main fights that really stood out. It wasn't really a great card. I mean, it was a few TKOs and maybe like one knockout, but it really wasn't an exciting card.
Okay. Yo, do you have like what was like your main takeaways from like this UFC fight night?
You said what?
What were your main takeaways from this past UFC fight night?
Like Kevin Holland, like they did it. the fighters won. It was the both fighters. It was by no contest because they butt heads, and that dude Kevin Holland got knocked out.
Damn.
So my takeaway from it is that when incidents like that happen, I think it should always be a no contest moving forward.
Okay.
When you accidentally get knocked out from a headbutt,
Mm-hmm.
or if you accidentally headbutt, the fight should be stopped to let the fighter, like, if he's dizzy, just to come back to his senses.
Group
So I think, like,
group.
when things happen like that, it should be fair enough for both fighters when they headbutt.
Okay.
But I like the precaution that they took. They look like they're actually doing more reviewing now.
Okay.
Those are like the biggest takeaways from what I saw last night. Like, they're reviewing more,
Okay.
and they're starting to take into more consideration of like incidents like that when it happens. They just do a no contest.
Okay, man. Smooth, man. Bro, do you have any hot takes or any sport takes you like to share, my guy, before we dip off?
Man, I'll have more for you next week after I come from this Bears and Raiders game.
Bet. Okay. Say less, man. So let's go ahead and close it out, man. This is it for the latest episode of A Weekend to Remember in Sports, man. Go continue to check out all the other content that's on the Young All-American State of Mind YouTube channel. Go check out Checking In with Brandon. Go check out the pod episodes that we have on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, and wherever else you like to listen to podcasts. Go rate, go review, go leave some comments, and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and that's it, man.